What's up with you?
I don't feel so good.
You've not been pinching more sausages again, have you? I know what you're like when you've eaten too many, Scruff. You know, you have to cook them first. You can't just eat them raw, straight from the fridge.
No, it's not the sausages, it's Gran.
What do you mean, Gran? Actually, I thought you were going to be talking about the weather. Storm Eunice, that's what's going around at the minute, isn't it? That's what it's called. Really nasty. Enough to make anyone sick.
I know, it's battering lots of the UK. Don't travel unless you absolutely have to. But it's not that which made me feel sick. It was going to see Granny Whiskers the other week, all the way down in Birmingham.
What's wrong with seeing Gran anyway, Scruff? She's lovely, Gran is. She's really nice. Why would that make you all queasy?
Gran was nice. I like seeing Granny Whiskers. I also liked playing with her cat, Patch. I don't think Patch likes me, though.
I can't imagine why, Scruff. Not for a moment.
Gran's lovely. She doesn't starve me. Not like you.
Oh.
She gives me little treats under the table. Cheese and pickle sarnies, little sausage rolls, crisps and cream crackers.
Oh, yes. Cream crackers. You never told me about that, about all those treats.
Salmon and cream cheese puffs, chocolate eclairs.
All right. Anyway, I thought, to be honest, that you'd put on a few pounds over the last few days, Scruff. I've noticed your belly is starting to wobble when you walk. I'm going to have to put you on a diet or send you upstairs onto the exercise bike.
Are you talking about yourself now?
No.
You're mean, you are, Dad. Just let me run round the garden twice. Let me chase Jake and Izzy. Then I'll lose some weight. Not that I need to.
Anyway, what was up with seeing Gran?
It wasn't seeing her. It was going to see her.
Scruff, you're not making any sense at all. Seeing her or going to see her, what's the difference?
It was the journey.
Oh.
It's been months and months and months and months and months since I got in the car. And it took hours and hours and hours.
You're exaggerating now, Scruff. You really are.
Days and days and days.
Scruff, stop it.
Years and years and years.
Now you're just being ridiculous.
Woof, woof, woof.
I've told you about talking dog language. I can't understand it.
Sick, sick, sick. I felt sick.
Oh.
And I still feel sick. You should have given me a bowl of water.
I should have done, shouldn't I?
But all I had was that joke book you left on the back seat, which made me feel even more sick.
Oh, Scruff, you should have told me.
It was like being on a boat. I felt seasick, car sick, dog sick. I still do.
Oh, Scruff, just try and keep it in. Just control yourself. Take a long, deep breath. That's it. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. That's right. But I'm glad, anyway, that you told me about this long journey to go and see Granny Whiskers. Especially about you feeling sick.
Stop it, Dad.
Queasy.
No, Dad, no.
Nauseous.
I'm warning you, Dad.
Woozy.
Dad, one more time and it's going to go everywhere.
Oh.
And you've just cleaned your carpet too.
True, yes. Sorry, Scruff. Okay, I'll stop. But anyway, I am glad that you told me. It reminds me of that story in the Bible. Do you remember it, about Jesus and his friends in that boat? I bet they felt seasick too, because it was windy and rainy and wavy and... Oh, I'm sorry, Scruff. I didn't mean to remind you of sitting in that car again.
No, it was the thought of another long sermon.
Hey, you are so rude, Scruff. You really are. No, this isn't a sermon. It's just a little thought, I guess. Just a little word to make you feel little bit better, perhaps. Just a word of encouragement. You know, his friends were frightened. Jesus' friends, I mean. They were scared because of the storm.
It's bad outside today with that storm. Nasty. I'm staying indoors.
I really don't blame you, Scruff. Stay indoors. I'll tell you what. Half a dozen fence panels have come down in our back garden because of this storm. I'm not going anywhere at all either. And we just have to pray that all those people and all those communities that have been affected, that they're looked after and that they're all safe. It's very scary indeed. I have to say, it is frightening. But you know, Jesus' friends were scared also because they saw Jesus walking on the water.
That's easy. I can do that. I can do the doggy paddle.
Oh, you're funny, you are. Mind you, you're a much better swimmer than me, Scruff. But listen, one of his friends was called Peter, one of his disciples. That's what he was. And Peter, well, okay, he was a bit scared, but he also got really quite excited and he started walking on the water too. He did, yeah. And okay, he was a little bit scared, but he was excited too. And he walked on the water, but then, because his fear overtook him, he started to sink. But that wasn't the end. It all turned out pretty much okay in the end, you know, because Jesus reached out his hand across to Peter and he helped him. He held him by the hand. Pretty amazing, really, quite amazing. And, you know, it's not just about what happened 2,000 years ago. It's true today as well. You know, when we struggle, when we suffer, when we get anxious, when we don't quite know which way to turn, we don't have to struggle on our own, because we've got other people around us to help us, to give us some encouragement. If we're hurting or if we're feeling lonely or sad, we really don't have to suffer by ourselves, because there are always people around who can give us help and advice, or even, Scruff, just a listening ear. And I think that's important. But also, remember this, Scruff, remember this as well, that God helps us too. In all those times of struggle and uncertainty and suffering and fear, God is always there. God is always beside us, and we can trust in God.
Thank you.
That's okay, Scruff. I told you that I'd make you feel a little bit better.
No, thank you, that it was a short sermon.
Oh, you're welcome, Scruff. I think. I'm not sure if that was a compliment or not. Right. Come on then. Let's get those calories burnt off, shall we? For both of us, shall we do that? Time for a nice run around the garden, I think. Come on, let's go. Let's go.